Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, everyone. I see we've got 12 people on at the moment. That's awesome. Please let me know in the chat if you are live with me. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. It is Technical Tuesday, and we're going to cover some of the top requested charts, right? So if you are in Connect Trade and Grow, or if you're watching us on YouTube, or if you're watching us on one of the other public platforms, how this works is that once a week our students get to send in some ticker symbols. That could be some stocks, that could be some currency markets, whatever it is, and we select the most favorite pairs. What then happens is one of our coaches internally, Coach Clayton, goes over that charts on a Sunday, projecting the expectations for the rest of the week. And then on a Tuesday, he comes back and he speaks about what he seen happen over the market open and where the market's likely to go from this point onwards, and so on and so on. But because he's on a sabbatical at the moment, I am standing in, and I hope that you guys are happy with me so far. Back in town, listen to Ghost Chadwin live. Jill, welcome. Jill, welcome. Lana, welcome. Mr. Will, welcome everyone. Please let me know in the chat if you are live with me. So we're going to look over a couple of charts today. Gonna have a good chat, and we are going to see where the market's likely to go. I believe that what I got today is I got the DXY. That's the dollar exchange. Welcome, Teresa. I have got the SPX 500, and then I've also got the NAS. So all the NAS traders as well are going to be excited for that. If you are a QQQ trader, it's basically the same thing that you'll be looking at as well. So welcome. Will says it's live. Yes, it is. Welcome, David. It's good seeing you. I don't only get to see you here locally, but I get to see you on stream as well. Welcome, David. It's always good seeing you. Welcome, Enwa, as well. And welcome, Mr. Daddy. And welcome, everybody. I'm excited to see you guys. Are you guys happy with me so far doing Technical Tuesday? I know you love Coach Clayton on a Sunday evening as you prepare for the markets, but I'm standing in for him today. So we're going to cover a couple of things. I'm going to ask you to stay to the end, especially if you are new. Please stay to the end. I've got something exciting to say and to share with you guys. So I'll share that maybe at a midpoint and at the end as well. The name of the game today is projecting and anticipating where the market's likely to go in these specific asset classes. Will says, love you both. You better, Will. Somebody says, hi, coach. So remember, I cannot see your name on the stream. I'm inside of StreamYard. I cannot see your name unless you actually put it there, or you give StreamYard access as the others have done. And don't worry, it's not some kind of a scam. It's just access. And that access allows me to see your name on stream. So welcome. We've got 18 people live. If you are new here, please let me know in the chat as well. If it's your first time joining me, please let me know in the chat. I know some of you are being tagged right now live on this particular stream. And yes, the stream is live. We're going to be looking at the live markets, and we're going to be projecting where we think the rest of the week is going to go. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to go and get a pen, get a paper, because you might just learn something in this. And then I'm going to be back in just a minute, right? So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a minute or two. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome, Phil. Welcome, Edward. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Leah. Let's go. Absolutely. So, in the words of Coach Brian, I'm not sure if that's him on the actual stream there, or his wonderful wife, Coach Cindy. But in the words of Coach Brian, documentation beats conversation, right? I hope you guys have been following the previous streams on Technical Tuesday. Give me a 7 in the chat if you have been following the stream so far, right? If you've been following me so far or following the actual Technical Tuesdays, let me know in the chat. Please let me know. I'm not going on unless I find out who's been here. Right? And if it's your first time here today, please do and put your name in, say first time, hashtag first time. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So you guys have 7 winning towns, says Jill. Love this. Has been great. Awesome. Thank you. If it's your first time here, just say hashtag first time. Hashtag first time. Okay. So I'm not going to play replays from last week and Tuesday. It's going to take too much time. So I am just going to jump in and say it. If you go and have a look at last week and Tuesday, I covered 4 charts, right? And all 4 charts hit target. And that's good. Documentation beats conversation. Now I'm going to try and make it another 4 this week. Of course, sometimes I'm going to get it wrong, but let's see if we can do that this week again, right? Write this down for your notes. It's higher time frame. It's all about the higher time frame. Enwa says first time. David says first time. Awesome. Welcome. Right? Higher time frame is key. It's the narrative. It's what moves the market, right? And so we're going to look at the higher time frame narrative, and by that we're going to project the entire week or the rest of the week and project a likely outcome. Now, this is not financial advice, and so you should not take it that way. This is only, I have to say this, by the way, I'm not trading for you, and we're not taking your money, and we don't do those kind of things. This is just you getting a little bit of insight of what you learn inside of Kingdom Day Traders. So this is Connect, Trade, and Grow, our free group. If you're watching it on YouTube, then come over to Connect, Trade, and Grow as well. We've got some interesting things. So on Facebook, Connect, Trade, and Grow. We're doing some interesting things here. Okay, as always, we start off with a little bit of news. It's always good to watch what's coming up for the week. So you might say to yourself, but I trade stocks. Why are you looking at currency-based news or forex-based news? Well, what do you think you buy stocks with? You buy it with money, right? And so the currency markets, they move all markets. So here's what we're going to look at for the rest of the week. It's November 7th today, right? And what we have today was nothing big. So we usually look for red folders and we usually look for orange folders at times, but really it's going to be the red folders that actually moves the market. So today we didn't have much red folders. So let's look at tomorrow, what's coming up. Okay, so if you're an Asian trader, you trade Asian session, you're going to be looking out for the NZD inflation expectations quarter on quarter coming out tomorrow at 4 a.m. That's my time. You have to set your Forex Factory to your time zone. And then we've got GBP. So the Bank of England, Governor Bailey speaks. That's going to move the market. That's a red folder. So that's going to move the market. And then we've got the big one at 4:15. Mr. Jerome Powell himself, the market mover, the mover and shaker of the markets. Mr. Jerome Powell, he'll move the market tomorrow as well. That's November 8th. Then next day, and you know what? It's so important that you look at news because you can frame your trades around news as well. Next day, we're looking at the big one's going to be the unemployment claims, right? Unemployment claims on November the 9th. That's Thursday. And then again, the mover and shaker of the market, Mr. Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, will be speaking. Welcome to all 26 people who's joined me thus far. This is good. These streams are getting more and more people. I'm loving it. If it's your first time here, please do hashtag first time, right? And then on November 10th, before we jump into the charts, We've got the GBP, GDP. That's a tongue twister. GDP, gross domestic product. That's going to be a red folder as well. That's going to move the market. And then we got the prelim UOM, consumer sentiment in the USD. So euro, right? The dollar and the pound are going to be the biggest market movers. So you're going to want to watch out for them. Welcome, Michelle Cole Barnes. Welcome, joining us today. And QUTY, welcome as well. So that's your news for the week that you're going to focus on. Those are going to be the big movers of the market, and you can frame your actual trades around them. While I have your attention, let me just share something real quick. Okay, so this Thursday, listen carefully. You want to diarize this, make a note of it as well. This Thursday, November 9th, right? Let me give you the time because it's not on there, so I'm going to repeat the time a few times. It's 11:15 CST. 11:15 CST, which is 7:15 SAST, right? So 11:15 Central Standard Time and 7:15 South African time, we're going to be hosting our first free-to-join masterclass, right? Our first free-to-join masterclass. Now, who's this for? This is for new people to this group. So if you've recently seen our ad and you've joined this group, this is for you. You're going to want to join this class. You're going to get to see how we trade. You're going to get to see what the academy is like. This is on Thursday. This is not for existing students. We've already got about, I believe it's about 14, 15 people who's put up their hands and said, I want to come to the masterclass. We're allowing some more to enter. Secure your spot. Now, here's something interesting. On that call, there's going to be exclusive bonuses for all who join, right? Everyone's going to get something valuable when they join the actual call. So make sure you secure your spot. Now, how do you do that? Well, you're watching the stream. And if you've been tagged in the stream, you're going to say, count me in. Or I'll join, coach. Count me in. So if you want to be counted in, you want to be joining this. This will not take place in the Connect, Trade, and Grow group. This will take place privately on a Zoom call. You'll get to be with the coaches. We'll get to show you how the markets are, what happens with the markets. David has said first, count me in, coach. Facebook user says, count me in. Come on, let's get some more count me ins, and we're going to connect you guys up with the actual stream. So once you've said count me in, someone's going to contact you via your Facebook Messenger. That someone will be one of our admins, and they will give you the details of how we're going to do this, right? Okay, so 11:15 CST and 7:15 South African time as well. So that's that. I'll put it up again towards the end. We'll say it one more time. But let's get in the charts, right? Let's get in the charts. That's why you came. Enver says count me in as well. So our admins will be checking who says count me in at the bottom. And if you listen to this via replay and it's not Thursday yet, also just put your name at the bottom and say, you know what, count me in, coach. Count me in. So let's look at the charts. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see. And there we go. So first up, we're looking at the dollar. This is the dollar exchange. This is the US dollar basket and weightage against other currencies. This has been the expectation. So again, last week and Tuesday, the expectation was a pullback, a move up, which we got over there. Then a drop into what is a monthly gap with an expectation now. And of course, I'm just throwing this out for dramatic effect that far. Price will not go up there without pulling back a few times. But this is possible, right? An overall projection. This won't happen in this week. It will take more than this week. But we're going to kind of look in this little area now. And I'm going to tell you what my expectations are as to what's going to happen over there. And maybe what I'll do is I'll move this over because that was what we expected last week. Drop into this, which we had, and now a rise up. And I'm going to look in this little area and give you guys some tips regarding that, right? Let's go real quick. We won't keep it too long today. Another stream is going long already. So we've dropped in here, okay, on the daily, and we have fallen inside of a monthly gap over here. Right now, we also came from a monthly gap on top, so we kind of in a bit of a consolidation at the moment, waiting for price to actually react and give us something interesting out of this area over here. I am not fully convinced yet of a move all the way up. And remember, I'm going to cover some others as well. I'm not fully convinced yet of a move all the way up. I need to see some more price action over here. What I'm looking at currently now is I need a daily to break, but the daily is too far. Sitting over there. At that point, if I'm needing that to break, I've given up all that ground. So what can I do? I can change, and students, you know what I'm talking about. I can change my time frame set and kind of look at what that set is doing. So I'm going to look at the daily, right? And I'm going to move down to the 1 hour and see what we've got so far. Okay, so we moved out. Let me go back to the daily just for a premium and discount quickly. And this will be a little bit clearer when I go to EU, which is the inverse of this chart. Okay. So at the moment, this is what we have. Right, price is over there. Now, usually when price turns, it doesn't turn in such a massive runaway without pulling back, right? What I'm also seeing is this turn over here has got a lot of trend line liquidity. And of course, there is a lot of choppy price action in there. So my expectation in the short term is, and here's what's going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. If price comes and takes out this area first, right? Would you pay close attention to this? If tomorrow we run from here and we take out that area first, we're going to continue up like that, right? But if I was to gun to my head and make a choice, because we're kind of in no man's land here at the moment, I expect a possibility of us going deeper, taking out this area over here, then coming back and breaking all the way up there. Why am I saying that? Because I think the daily needs to consolidate a bit here before it runs away. This is too much of a strong pullback over here. I'm expecting actually a drop till here. So that's at 104.664, right? Area to be taken out, possibly. We, in that point, will still be within that gap, which will then give us a possible stronger move all the way that side. So my ideal scenario would be this one. So I'm putting number 1 there. And secondly, I'd go for this one. Number 2. Now, of course, this is not exact points where the market will turn. I'm also giving you the overview of what the market will do. How will you judge that? You will look in session for breaks of structure and directional plays, right? In between sessions, I don't care what the market is doing. I'm waiting for the market to show me prior to session or in a session what it's actually going to do. Let me take you to the euro so we can kind of look at this in an inverse way and understand it again from that side of things. Now, another one is interesting. This is my drawings from last week over here. Give me a 8 in the chat if you guys are still with me and you're finding some value. Please let me know. Okay, so last week, Tuesday, my expectation was I drew 2 lines. As you can see, they're basically doing the same thing, but there was a reason I was doing that. We were here last week and Tuesday, and I said we're going to rise up, drop down, which we did, right? And then we're going to rise all the way up, which we did, to take out these highs, which we did. And then once we're in this area, I'm expecting a longer term pullback to the downside, right? That's what we call order flow. Order flow. Judging the order flow of the market, the way you do that is by looking at higher time frame scenarios. Now, again, let me show you the monthly quickly here at this point. Oh, I had this on as well. That's last week, Tuesday. We'll move from here. We'll go up there. We'll drop down there. So we've done the up movement now. We're sitting inside of this gap area over here. And my expectation is for a breakdown on the daily first to confirm it, which we do not have. So in the meantime then, and I'll show you here, thank you for all the 8s. In the meantime, there is a possibility that we do this. Just going to draw it further away, right? Okay. Look what I'm doing there. So there's a possibility we make our way all the way up, clear out those highs, and then find our way down again. So why are you saying so, Coach? Why? Well, we're in a daily gap here, right? Watch this. This is for the students. You know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Connect Trade and Grow, you'll find this over time. If you join our master classes, if you join our free sessions, you will get used to understanding what I'm talking about. But we've hit a gap over here, right? On a 4-hour inside of here, my favorite setup, the SPR, has appeared. So I'm looking for the 1 hour to turn up, which guess what happened? We had the 1 hour turn up over here. We had it retest back down. If it holds this one, it goes higher. Possible sweep tomorrow underneath that low for a continuation all the way up to take out that highs. That's my ideal. That's what I want to happen, but I might not always get that right. And then after that has happened, we take out that highs over there. I'd like us to start the progression, which will become the progression to go all the way down. This will only get invalidated if the market decides to trade through this. Let me show you. If the market trades through this gap, right, beyond this candle over here, and closes on a daily candle above that candle over there, then I will no longer seek lower pricing. I'd look for this high to go. But in the absence of that, I am looking for lower pricing. If we take out that high, listen to this, right? Thank you, everyone, for the 8s. If we take out that high and we break down again on the daily, I'm looking for lower pricing for the rest of the month. In other words, one-sided price action for the rest of the month. Okay? Okay, well, next up, let's look at NAS. Okay, this one I drew on a little earlier. I think this one's a little easier. How many of you guys trade NAS? Let me know in the chat. Do you trade NAS? Do you like NAS? Let me know. Say, yes, sir. Yes, I trade NAS. Let me know. You got 26 people on stream today. That's awesome. 26 people, right? It's good, but it's also sad that when I ask for a chat to happen in the comments, we only get a few names, right? So please, 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 welcome Jody Lutsky. Thank you. Facebook user says all day, every day. I add words in your mouth. That's what I do. Mr. Issa says, yes, sir. Okay. So what has happened on the NAS? We've traded down into a monthly gap. Truth be told, I actually expected it to go further till about year before turning up. But it must be indicating there is some strength. Michelle, come on, man. Connect your thing to the StreamYard so we know who you are. You can't be such a general of this academy for such a long time and we have no idea who you are on the stream. It's time. Enwa says XAU USD. Yes, we trade that as well, Enwa. The Queen of NAS is hiding her name. Awesome. So we come down, we in here, right? What are we going to likely do for the rest of the month? At the moment, it looks like we're going to get, since we went in on the monthly over there, we've turned and broken on a daily, right? It looks like we're going to take out that high over there. Now, if we take out that high over there, my expectation is we're going to pull back and just keep going for all the highs, right? There's probably going to be 1 or 2 times where it's going to sweep a low in between, right? Maybe it'll sweep a low there or sweep a low, but it's likely going to go to take out those highs, possibly even till there. Take out all of those highs. Now, what I like about this so far is on the daily, and this was yesterday's class, we have an SBR, right? So we got an SBR in support there. That's the first one. Below that SBR, we have another gap trade, and then below that, we've got a drop base rally. That's so much stuff that it needs to get through, right? That it's almost the likelihood, the probability of it going up is very high, considering the fact that we also come from a monthly zone. I'm looking for higher pricing as of now for the rest of the month. That doesn't mean we're not going to get pullbacks. We will. But there we go, Michelle. Finally, you are on. Everybody welcome Michelle in the chat. She's finally showing her name. No more hiding in the shadows after years of being with the academy. Welcome, Michelle. Right? So then I'm looking for higher pricing for the rest of the month. If this breaks, I think this will be an easy run through. This is too much trend line here, right? If you trade a trend line and it's too clear and it's too obvious as it is over here, that's likely to get taken out. It's going to go up, right? So we've already got that. What it will now do is give you like a fake breakdown when you think it's turning around, and you move your trend line there and say it's working now. It will then hold and likely go up from that point onwards. So higher pricing on the NAS for the rest of the month is my expectation. But we're only looking on a weekly basis, right? I keep saying next of the month, but we're just looking at the weekly basis for now. Okay, last one on the list is the SPX. And of course, it's going to have some similarities between the NAS chart. Now, if we look at the SPX, it did hit that point that I wanted it to hit on the NAS. So all that tells me is that the NAS 100 or the NASDAQ chart had a stronger weightage to it, right? I didn't want to dip as low. This hit first and started turning up. So we hit monthly areas. Let's look at the daily for an indication of direction. Once again, on the daily, we've had a breakup here. And we have I'm probably going to go here. SPR over here. We're not through it yet, right? I'll cover the red candle over there. I'll explain it in another class for you guys. So we've got that over there. Expectation pop through. Probably go up from here. Take out all these highs over here, right? Session is important. Don't just hit buy, because we can retrace still in this gap and possibly even hold that. But for now, highest probability, depending on where we are tomorrow in session, is up and away, right? That's that. Somebody said gold, so let me just look at gold quickly, and then we'll call it a day. Now, this wasn't supposed to be on the list. Let me clear all the drawings on here. Let's have a look at gold. Oh, gold looks messy. I have to go up even higher just to check where we are at. Okay, so gold is still moving up. Interesting, right? In that gap over there. Or maybe not. Let's check. High over here. By the way, I think based on what's going on in the market at the moment, worldwide, we're going to see some currency pairs, some commodity pairs, some dollar-based things decouple for a moment for a short term. be honest, this is probably the most confusing chart I have thus far. Let me see. So I'm gonna go back in here. I would have liked this to have come below this, but it did not, which means it's putting in equal lows here, which is suspicious. And I don't really like to believe that that's gonna hold. Let me see. Man, we don't have no good breaks inside of here. Let's check daily. 1, 2, 3. We've reversed up. Yeah, I think gold's gonna range at the moment. I think we're gonna sit between this high and this low. If I needed to choose a direction, I'd likely assume, based on some of the SBRs in here, we get some kind of a pullback possibly to take out that high. But what I am going to say is I don't like this equal lows over here. So if it wants to fake me out, right? If it wants to fake me out, it could go and sweep that and then go up. But I'm going to, for now, gun to my head, I'm going to choose the upward direction for that chart. But this is definitely a consolidation, so be careful on that one. So that's been the session for today. I hope you guys have found some value. Once again, for all our new people on here, if it's your first time over here and you wanted to join the actual masterclass, it's happening this November 9th on Thursday. Secure your spot by letting us know in the chat that you'd like to join. So count me in is what you need to type. We'll add you on. I think we've got about 15, 16 people now that wanted to join this masterclass. This is to show you what we do, how we trade, and give you some exclusive bonuses. This is for our newbies only. Then for all our amazing students, I'm going to see you tomorrow with another good epic class. If you guys are excited, please let me know in this chat as well. If you are on here, we're gonna have another good class tomorrow. But it's been nice hanging out with you guys on Technical Tuesday. Soon Coach Clayton's gonna be back, and this particular session might move out of this group straight back into the student group. So please, if you want to stay connected to such things, put up your hand and say, you know what, let me join that masterclass. Let's see what it's about. Right? So if you are going to join the masterclass, please make sure that you check your actual inbox on Facebook, because you will get a contact from one of our admins. But it's been awesome hanging out with you guys tonight. 38 minutes on the stream, 27 people at the height of the stream. This was good. Do some mock-ups. Look at your own charts. See how your projections line up with what I am expecting. Remember, it's all about the higher time frame. It's always about the higher time frame. Forget about those 5 minutes and 15-minute charts. Make sure that they play out within the context of your higher time frame. If that's something you're doing, you're going to see better results, right? So thank you, everybody. You guys be blessed on purpose, and thank you for all the good messages coming in as well. I'm going to spend some time with the family. It was a good session. Someone says, please count me in. Yes, we will. You'll receive a message before Thursday. Probably tomorrow. You'll receive a message that will let you know how to get in contact. Remember, this will not be on Connect, Trade, and Grow. This will be a private class, a private lesson. Thank you, Jody. And thank you, Jill. I shall see you in Wednesday's class. Thank you, Edward, and thank you, Phil, as well. By the way, Phil, how was that trade on EU, right? It overshot that SPR a little bit, and the main reason here for your note, I'm giving a student education here as well. For your notes, remember right before the end, Phil, I said that candle has not yet closed, right? 50 pips, awesome. That candle is not yet closed. So before we ended our student session yesterday, I said that candle is not yet closed. Once that candle closed, it closed inside of the SPR. That's why we look one zone higher, right? And once it fell out of the rally base drop on top, it moved. But that was a good shot. So good question there, Phil, as well. That was a good one. 50 pips, clean move all the way down. So we'll see how this plays out for the rest of the week. Okay, you all stay blessed. I'm going to be out. Mindset, multiplication, and management. Remember now, put your hand up if you want to be part of that masterclass, right? It's free to join. You guys be blessed on purpose. See you guys tomorrow.